Hey guys, Olivia here. Welcome back to the channel. It is the first grocery haul of 2026. Today, I went to Aldi, I went to Woolworths. It is stinking hot outside. I'm sweating, but I need to unpack these groceries because a lot of this stuff needs to go in the fridge. You would have seen in my last video that I am working with strict budget. I don't think I saved the full $25 that I wanted to. You guys know I have a $300 budget and I'm trying to go from spend either $250 to $275 instead so I can move stuff over to Costco. I think I went a little bit over that, but I definitely stuck within budget. So let's just get cracking into this. When I went shopping, I was actually sweating it down my back. It was so gross, even though there was aircon on. It's just, we're about to be in a heat wave. I think this is the first day of it and I'm already tired of the heat, but let's get into this stuff so I can pack this in the fridge and the freezer. This is from Aldi today. We have some sour cream, some cream cheese, hot dogs. That's tonight's dinner, hot dogs. I actually didn't buy a heap of meat products today. I'm really trying to eat down my freezer and my pantry at the moment because I want to go to Costco and do a really big stock up. So I want to make sure I've got space for it, but also I don't want to be spending unnecessary money that I could be saving from a big Costco haul. I picked up some chicken tenders. These ones are dairy free, which is perfect because it means my husband can have them as well. Some ricotta, definitely not dairy free. We have our usual 3-liter milk, but I also did pick up some just normal A2. This is the 2-liter. My plan with A2 is actually to turn it into yogurt. I'm getting low on my yogurt supply. I'm eating a lot more of it, so I'm gonna make my own because I think that I can get a better quality product making it myself and just buying the milk. I still got to test that out, so we're gonna see how that one goes. We have my favorite Louisiana chicken burgers. And I also picked up cauliflower rice. I never really go and check out the frozen vegetables, and I really should. So I saw that and I thought that would be really delicious. And the last thing in this bag is these sandwich slices. This one is also from Aldi today. We have our butterleaf salad mix. That's my favorite one. I picked up some blackberries. These were one of the specials. I actually picked up 2 of these punnet of strawberries. These are the smaller ones this week. Last week and a couple of weeks previously, I've had some really big ones, but just grabbed some small ones today. I picked up these corn cubbits, also a special at Aldi. Some zucchini. We're really in like peak fruit and vegetable season right now, so I'm really trying to just enjoy with just getting a heap of stuff. Truss tomatoes, shredded slaw. I know I could shred it up myself, but I did go for just a small bag today because I just don't think that we would eat that much if I shred it up myself. So I'm going to see how that goes, and then next week I will adjust as needed. Lebanese cucumbers, nectarines, some chorizo, and it's not an Aldi haul if I did not pick up my yuzu soft drink. I picked up 2 broccoli. They're not technically in season, but I've been craving it a little bit, so I did pick them up. I got a small bunch of bananas, some hummus chips. I haven't seen these before. These are the banana, mango, and peach freeze-dried mix. I really love a freeze-dried fruit, so I think this would be really nice with the yogurt. Some dried mango. I feel like this is just a lot easier to take when we're like going places versus a fresh mango, which is super messy and delicious, but super messy. Pretzel twists, pretzel sticks. I picked up 2, one of each flavor of the 2 fruits. This is the strawberry flavored jelly, and this is the peaches in mango jelly. Chickpeas, black beans, and kidney beans as well. I needed some beans. I didn't have any, and I think I'm going to try and make hummus again. It was really good last time I made it, and I've picked up a few things that could be used as like chips and things that I think a nice dip would work really good. I was also running low on some spices, so I picked up some ground garlic, and I also picked up some cumin. I actually did not like cumin early in my marriage, but I think I've been making some really good meals that aren't overpowering with it, so I'm starting to warm up to it. And I also picked up some eggs. My chickens are freeloading at the moment. I don't know if it's the heat, if they're just being really picky and not happy, but I'm having to buy eggs still, which is not exactly what I want to do. I'm going to pack this stuff up and then I will go to, I think, the last bag from Aldi. Something I actually haven't had to buy for quite some time because I got a really big box with nappies, and so we're back to picking them up. I did pick up Huggies from Costco. I think they were like a really, really good price. So I did grab them and they were nice in bulk, but we're coming to the end of them. So I'm having to start adding nappies in, which I didn't really calculate into today's budget, which It's probably why I'm not saving as much as I wanted. But I did get some of the nappies, which these are just a necessity. I am not a person that can do reusable nappies. I'm just not there. Hats off if you are. It's not a big thing. But my last bag from Aldi, I picked up some of the Eton crackers. Like I said, we're always going through crackers. I picked up some sandwich bags today. I'm getting really low and I'm trying to buy bigger packs of snacks and then make them smaller into bags. I'm going to test that out, see if I like it, and if so, I'll actually buy a whole bunch of reusable ones instead of buying the plastic ones that are disposable. I picked up some tomato sauce. This is cheaper to get this big one than to get the one that's in the small container that you can use, and just reuse the container. So I actually have one in my fridge that needs to be refilled, but I didn't have any more. So that is a much better way of buying it, even though it's not a crazy difference in price, but it does add up. Still with the baby, we picked up some of the formula. I picked up these Turkish rolls. These are my favorite. I love these with sandwiches and things. They're just delicious. And I also picked up for breakfast some Wheat Bix. We were completely out of it. This is not something that I buy weekly. This would be like maybe once a month or so, I'll have to get a new one. My middle child, he loves Wheat Bix and he eats a whole heap of them. So that's kind of just something I like to keep on hand. But some of the stuff that I am buying today was a bit more of a restock, which is why I think it also, I'm trying to justify why was I unable to save as much money as I was planning on it. So I'm just noticing there's just a few small things, but they do really add up. It's also January, which means it's back to school stuff. So I did pick up some back to school stuff again, probably adding to my cost, even though they're very, very cheap when it comes to Aldi. And if you're looking for Aldi stuff over Woolworths, like the name brand stuff, I think that Aldi holds up pretty darn good in some regards. So I picked up a pencil sharpener. We always need a pencil sharpener. I actually picked up two. I picked up a metal one as well. They were both the same price, I think 45 cents each. And then I also picked up a small pack of erasers. These are just small school stuff that I will keep in my stash. My oldest son, who actually attends school, doesn't need to bring things. The school provides it. If he wants to, he can, and I think he might want to, but I don't really want to give him all of my good stuff. I like to keep things here for homework and things that we do. I did pick up 2 packs of these pencils. I find that lead pencils are the things that I can never find when I need it. I also grabbed 2 of these 128-page exercise books. I did not go for the ones that had the holes on the side because I just don't have a folder that they could easily slip into. And then I picked up 2 of these scrapbooks. These are used as like drawing books or coming up with big ideas. I like to just have a stash of them and then put them away because throughout the year I can always bring them out. So that is everything from Aldi today, and I will let you guys know how much that all cost at the end of this video, but we're gonna go and start working on our Woolworths stuff. My last 3 bags today, I did get half price. The Pringles, you guys know if I see Pringles half price, I buy 2 of the barbecue. It's just my kids' and my husband's favorite. I picked up this mirin seasoning. This is something I use a lot for Asian cooking or Asian style. These are the fruit blocks. I've bought these before. My kids loved them, and they were about 20 or 30% off. I don't remember. I picked up this nacho cheese, which it is very processed, and I could probably learn to make it, but with how hot it is right now, it's pretty much a cheat that I'm going to put in my cupboard, and I will use as I need to. I picked up some bubble bath. This is the cheap one and it works great in my bath, so my kids love it. And I picked up 2 packs of these apple and strawberry purees. I compared price of this to the pouch. This is like $4 a kilo versus $10 a kilo. So worst case scenario, I could actually scoop these out and put them into like little pouches and they would be saving me money. So I probably could save even more money by making them myself, but apples aren't in season right now. So once they are, maybe that's something I'll start making myself. But until then, I'm happy to pick it up, and I'll make sure to get the Woolworths brand because that is definitely cheaper. Oh, and I also picked up some cocoa powder. Even though I have a lot of snacks that I've picked up today, I do want to start making things and then just popping them in the freezer. I have a little bit of space that I can dedicate to snacks that I don't have to keep in my cupboard, that can just be grabbed as needs be. I'll individually package them, but I need to make sure that I had cocoa powder because there's a few recipes I'm thinking of making. I haven't really cemented that down. If that's a video that you guys want to see, let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, let's just get back to our shopping today. This bag's really small, but it holds all of my bread products. I picked up this Turkish loaf. It was marked down, And I just thought of making like a giant sandwich and then like cutting it up for my family. I don't know why. That sounded really, really good and delicious. But I did pick up some jumbo soft hamburger rolls. These will be for tonight's, oh, I don't know if tonight's dinner, but a dinner later this week. And I also picked up these hot dog rolls. These will be used for tonight's dinner. I don't often buy hot dogs. I usually buy like the hot dog rolls from Aldi. I'm actually thinking I should learn how to make them. I've seen a couple of recipes, but I don't know. I'm on the fence with that. We'll see if that could actually save me a little bit of money too. One more bag to go. In this last bag, we have some roasted seaweed. This is always a favorite. I'll be honest, I forgot to pick them up at Aldi, which is why I picked them up at Woolworths. I am pretty sure they're cheaper at Aldi, but I need to confirm that. I did pick up these tortilla strips. Had I been thinking about it when I was in Aldi, I probably would have picked up them. But I compared this to like the bigger name brand, and the Woolworths brand is much cheaper. So we're gonna go with this, see how it is, and then I'm gonna have to compare price-wise what it's like at Aldi. I'm really trying to be really thoughtful about picking it up at Woolworths versus Aldi, but I'm very easily influenced, as you can tell, so definitely something I need to keep working on. These were half price. These are the Field Strawberry small yogurts. My kids really like them, and only when they're half price will I get them. I do make a lot of yogurt here, but I did pick them up just because I thought it'd be easy. They did have these banana protein ones on half price as well, and I thought that I would give them a shot to see if I like them. We have some dairy-free cheese, some dairy-free sour cream. This was marked down, which is why I picked it up today. I was not expecting to pick up any meat at Woolworths, but I did end up getting some kangaroo mince. The reason is the last couple of times I've been, they've not had any. And this is our favorite. This is what I use when I make burgers. I think it's just really good for you. It's a great source of protein. I think it's like comparable to fish. I'd have to double check that, but you definitely need to have this in your diet if you're in Australia and you can stomach eating meat. It's delicious. It doesn't taste like anything crazy, but I definitely needed to keep some in my freezer. So I kind of panic bought that more than anything else. I don't actually have plans for it this week, but it'll go in the freezer and it will get used. My last thing that I picked up was the streaky bacon. I know that I can get this cheaper at the deli versus if I buy it in the fridge section, but there is actually a difference, or at least my husband tells me there's a difference. So I'm willing to buy something that I know product-wise, it's my husband's favorite. It tastes the best out of all of them. He prefers it even over Costco. So I will pay extra to make sure I get this one. But it was cheaper to buy the 500 gram than it was to buy the 750 this time around. That's it today, guys, for the grocery haul. I will put up on the screen how much I spent at Aldi and how much I spent at Woolworths. And you can see that it's definitely under that $300 limit that I give myself. So that little bit extra that we saved, that's gonna go straight to my Costco fund, which it's the first week. I need to start really ramping up my Costco fund because I know that my freezer is a little bit light on meat. So the plan is to do a decent meat haul if I've got enough funds to do so. And that only happens if I am really intentional and particular about my groceries, which I wasn't as strict this week. I think I'm kind of getting a feel for everything, especially since I had to buy nappies, which I have not had to buy in quite some time. So I'm just trying to adjust with all of that, but I'm definitely sticking within that $300 budget. I really appreciate you guys watching it. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you liked the content. Make sure to comment down below too. I love hearing from you guys. How is 2026 treating you? How are the groceries changed since 2025 if you've got that kind of information? Because I feel like everything is so much more expensive. Otherwise, guys, I appreciate you watching and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.